Why does the camera look different?
Let's go.
It doesn't have the...
Hurry, go.
Hey guys, Jen and Steve here from Top Guns out of Terre Haute, Indiana. Today we're actually going to do a short review on a Pulsar Quantum HD19A thermal vision optic. Steve, you want to tell us a little about thermal vision?
Absolutely. You know, first and foremost, we need to take just a second and thank our partners at Optics Planet.
That's true.
They are great about getting us new products out for review, and this is one that we were kind of excited to do a review on and get in our hands. You know, the difference between thermal vision, night vision, we get the question often here in the store. And thermal basically is reading a heat signature off of anything that's around you, whereas night vision, you're still looking at the actual item. You're simply magnifying the light or the light source that's around, or using infrared to illuminate it, which is naked to our eye, but the actual night vision is able to see it, so it acts like a flashlight to night vision.
Okay.
In the case of thermal vision, you need no infrared. It is truly can be used night or day, and is using heat signature, so you don't need any artificial lighting.
Well, Steve, I know I'm pretty excited to see what we have in store for this today. What did you have in mind for our test?
You know, I'd like to do a few things with it. I think you also had a couple of ideas. Or
I do have a couple.
What did you have in mind? You go first.
What I would really like to see is measuring the level of liquid through some sort of container or cup, or...
See how full it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. We'll play with that. See if we can't maybe look at an animal or two. Maybe look and see how it reacts to a building. See if about heat loss. Maybe look at a vehicle to see how it reacts to seeing if a vehicle's been stationary for a long time. Maybe any heat signature around the wheel wells. You can tell how long it's been parked, etc.
Okay.
So we're going to do a lot of different little fun, quick tests with it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and let's get to it.
All right, let's go.
All right. So here, if you look at my hands, the obviously black being cold, and look at the veins in my arms, you can see how cold my fingertips are, and the blood carrying, or the veins carrying the blood to my hands. The palms obviously are a little bit warmer. My thumb happens to be a little bit warmer. Now we've basically changed the polarity to where white is cold and black is hot. You can also look at my face and see how cold my nose is and how warm my cheeks are, and of course my glasses are coming up as cold as well. What do you have?
This is actually just a cup of coffee, and to see the liquid through some sort of container. So if you look, you can see at this level is where the coffee stops, and then the rest of it is just an empty cup.
You know, a lot of people actually like to use thermal imaging to look at tankers that are going by on the highway as well, so that they can see how full that particular tanker is, be it milk or fuel or whatever they're carrying. I might also mention the dark edges you're seeing around this particular frame is a result of our issue not calibrating properly. It's not the thermal imager that we were having issues with. It was basically us not knowing what we were doing.
Right.
So our apologies.
This is just a Mountain Dew can that we just got out of the vending machine, so it's freezing cold, and it's actually freezing my fingertips right now.
So we'll take a look at your fingertips here. Obviously your fingertips are going to be black, and I'm getting ready to do the same thing with my hand, and then showing my hand as it turns black as well. This is one of my favorites. What's going on?
Well, you can see as the dog moves that his footprints on the carpet are still there.
What's cool is that you can clearly identify that this is a dog.
Right.
And certainly you can identify people, and quite frankly, you can even identify features on people, which is hard to believe that you can do that without it actually being vision. It's just the thermal reflection on it. And to watch this dog's paws as he's down there. Now, what do you have here?
This is a car that's actually running, so if you look at the wheel, you can see that the brakes have recently been used, the defroster's on, so you can see on the dash it's whiter, and then the headlights and fog lights as well. And the Jeep in the background, you can tell it was recently running because the hood is still white. And these houses behind it, you can see that the roof is where they're losing the most heat.
And those are out there at about 100 and probably 20 yards or so.
Right, and then off in the distance, you can see windows where those houses are losing heat, as well as these over here.
What's really cool is, and now those are sitting out at about 250 yards.
Right, they're quite off in the distance.
And we apologize for the glare on the screen that you're watching.
I don't know about you, Steve, but I really enjoyed getting to use this today and familiarizing ourselves with it. I know we did have a couple issues. You want to kind of explain them?
Well, we obviously had some issues with calibration. That was user error,
Yes.
not mechanical error. So we'll take full responsibility. There's a couple of clips that you guys saw that had some dark edges, and that was due to us not having full understanding of the mechanics of this thing. And by the time we were able to get everything corrected, our camera guy was a little bit limited on time, so we didn't have time to re-record those particular clips, so forgive us for that. I'm super, super stoked about it. It's such a small package, and certainly worked really, really well, especially for the price point. I was super impressed with what it does. And I mean, I remember having some of the units that were literally this big, and they were heavy, and they didn't work as good as this. So to see that much, and the units that I dealt with back then were like maybe $8,000 to $10,000.
Wow.
So to have a unit this size that's able to deliver reasonable clarity at that price point, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Guys, I hope you guys will post down below. Certainly we are scratching the surface as to what you can do with thermal vision. Help out the rest of our viewers. Tell us a little bit about what you guys have done in the past with thermal vision and other applications for it, so that they know what they can do with it and just how versatile thermal vision is. Certainly.
As always, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, favorite, and subscribe.
Take care, guys.
So once again, we would just like to thank our partners at opticsplanet.com for sending us such an awesome product, and be sure to check out our site for future videos as well as other reviews that we've done with Optics Planet.